Alternate nostril breathing. Nadi Shodana Pranyama. Nadi Shodana is a cleansing breath practice used to balance the Ida and Pingala nadis, or the subtle energetic currents of the mind and body. In Sanskrit, Shodana means purification, and Nadi, as previously discussed, refers to the prana channels that flow throughout the body. This practice uses alternate nostril breathing and mudras to circulate prana, release energetic stagnation, and restore harmony to any subtle body imbalances. The imbalances being regulated can be emotional, physical, or spiritual. The main focus of this practice is to bring us back into a sattvic state. Physically, alternating the intention through the breath and touch can help bring balance to the left and right hemispheres of the brain. When the hemispheres are balanced, aspects of the mind, like intuition and intelligence, come together so that we can see things less subjectively and experience a more accurate perception of reality. Spiritually, the practice both grounds and elevates our state of consciousness, allowing us to feel rooted so that we can expand our awareness without losing reality and yet still grow beyond the limits of perception. Think of this balancing aspect represented by the qualities of the Udana Vayu and the Apana Vayu, where we are grounded in our sense of self without being attached to identity and conscious of our interconnected nature without discarding ourselves in the process. Emotionally, this breathing exercise can bring feelings of anxiety, fear, agitation, and restlessness, or it can help pull us out from feeling down, lethargic, or unhappy. Whatever tools we use to control our emotions, they are still tools, meaning for the tool to be useful, we must have a purpose for using the tool and use it in a way that is guided with intention. Emotions come from our perception of the world, how we fit into it, and how other people are treating us, how we feel about ourselves, and how we compare ourselves to others. Essentially, we experience everything that we know or encounter as an emotion. All of our memories are emotional. Even if we are indifferent to an experience, we remember that event apathetically, and apathy is an emotion. Therefore, to change how we feel, whether that's nervous, excited, depressed, lonely, etc., we must change how we perceive the situation and how we see ourselves fit into that situation. But if being happy was as simple as choosing to be happy, then 1 in 6 people wouldn't be on antidepressant medications and nobody would suffer from depression. We can't just change our minds and decide not to be afraid or sad. At least most people can't, because we are not directly in control of our minds. The best we can be is indirectly in control. We can train the mind to respond and react to a new situation. We can practice removing preferences and conditions that we think we need to be happy. We can repair unhealthy relationships with ourselves and others. We can do meditation practices like vipassana that help us understand the ultimate truth and reality of existence. And we can use the breath and our intention to guide our emotions, regulate the nervous system, and change our physiological chemistry. Because our emotions are chemicals experienced as feelings and our breath can alter these chemicals, the breath is one of the most effective tools for managing our emotional well-being. Nadi Shodana has 4 powerful components that make it an extremely useful tool for creating balance in the mind and body and guiding the mind back to a pure, harmonious state. These components are the breath, our intention, the mudras, and visualization. The mudras and visualization are really just vehicles to guide the intention. The intent for the practice should be more personal than a general intent to purify or balance the body and mind, though there is nothing wrong with that one. When setting our intent, we should take a few moments to look inward, feel the natural breath, and observe our emotions and any imbalances. Once we understand the current state, we set the intent to move towards the feelings of the emotions that will create a sense of balance and harmony. We want to focus on the energetic feelings or emotion rather than on words or something intellectual because emotions are not always rational and intellectual thoughts will not help us much. Once we have our intent, we select mudras as representation of our intention and as a tool to focus and manifest our intention through the practice. Traditionally, 2 specific mudras are used for this practice, but if you have another one that guides your intent, it is okay to use that. The left hand is used for Jnana Mudra, the mudra of knowledge and wisdom. Jnana Mudra is also commonly used with a meditation. To make this mudra, Place the index finger at the base of the thumb to create a small circle and extend the other 3 fingers. Alternatively, you can touch the tip of the thumb and index finger together, making the OK sign. The thumb represents the universal consciousness, and the index finger represents the individual self, soul, or ego. Linking the two represents connection or oneness with supreme reality. The other 3 fingers portray the nature of sattva, rajas, and tamas gunas. The philosophy is that by transcending the physical energies of nature, we can reach the ultimate reality. The right hand creates Vishnu mudra, or the mudra of universal balance. Vishnu is the Hindu deity responsible for protecting and preserving humanity and keeping the universe in balance. To make this mudra, you fold the index and middle fingers against the palm and extend the other 3 fingers. To put Nadi Shodana into practice, start in a seated position and rest the left hand on your left knee in Jana Mudra. Place your right hand in Vishnu Mudra and lightly close off your right nostril with your right thumb. Alternatively, you can place your index and middle fingers on your forehead while using the thumb and index finger to alternate blocking the nares. Traditionally, Nadi Shodana was always done with the right hand because this was the hand that touched the face. In India, the left hand was used for cleaning oneself after using the toilet, and touching one's face with the left hand was considered unclean. However, I don't think it matters which hand we use for practice nowadays. Most people wipe with their dominant hand, and most are right-handed. Hopefully, everyone washes their hands after doing business. Nadi Shodana alternates the flow of the breath between the right and left nostrils. Start by inhaling through your left nostril because the left side is the Ida side, which represents receptivity. At the top of the breath, close off the left nostril with your ring finger, release the right nostril, and exhale out the right side. Begin the next round by inhaling through the right side and exhaling out the left. With each respiration, alternate between the 2 nostrils. Inhale through the right side, exhale out the left. Inhale through the left, exhale out the right, and so on. The nasal cycle and excess mucus can make it difficult to alternate. It's important not to push too hard when closing off the nares. It's not just the breath that you are moving, but energy, guided by your intent with the breath. While most people don't teach visualization with Nadi Shodana, I find visualizing the prana flowing up and down the Ida and Pingala nadis with each breath very helpful in using the intention to create balance. Touching the right and left nostrils also helps bring sensation and awareness to the 2 hemispheres of the mind. The force, depth, and rate of our breathing in Nadi Shodana can change based on our intention. The breath can be natural and flow our resting tidal volume, or we can add Ujjayi and Kumbhaka to the practice. Changing the qualities of the breath significantly affects the energetic and physiological benefits that we experience. When we practice Nadi Shodana, we need to choose the quality of breath that complements our intention. Naturally, Nadi Shodana helps regulate how much air we can move because we are breathing through only 1 nostril at a time, essentially cutting in half the amount of air we take in. So, combining breath of fire with Nadi Shodana can increase our Rajas energy and stimulate the sympathetic nervous system while limiting how much carbon dioxide we expel. This breath practice is a powerful tool for hitting the reset button and restoring balance to the mind and body. But its ability to be combined with almost any other pranayama exercise gives it unlimited possibilities to bring about a better state of well-being. Steps to practice Nadi Shodana Pranayama. Sit in a chair in a kneeling position or cross-legged with the hips higher than the knees and a tall, neutral spine. Place the back of your left hand on your left leg or in your lap in Jana Mudra. With the right hand in Vishnu Mudra or 2 fingers on your forehead, gently close off your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left nostril. Release the right nostril and close the left nostril. Exhale out the right nostril. Repeat the cycle, inhaling through the right side and exhaling through the left side while alternatingly closing off each nostril. As you inhale through the left nostril, visualize the energy moving up the left side of your spine or the Ida Nadi. As you exhale, visualize the energy moving down the right side of your spine or the Pingala Nadi. Throughout the practice, you can visualize the center, Sushumna channel, by slowly filling as you create balance between the Ida and Pingala Nadis. Repeat the cycle, in left, out right, in right, out left, for 5 to 10 minutes or longer, if desired. Nadi Shodana Pranayama effects. balances our emotional well-being, cleanses the Ida and Pingala nadis, balances the left and right brain hemispheres, regulates and balances the autonomic nervous system, supports a sattvic state, energetic balance, harmony, and spiritual growth, and regulates the amount of air we can move per breath.